Hi, my name is Amelia Williams, and I attended the faculty concert series 2. So, for my the second part, the second question, I have a lot to say. These are the notes I took during the concert. And so, it's been a week since I attended the concert, but so I might have trouble remembering because I got sick the day after of the concert, so I didn't get to it, and I am just now remembering about this because I was gonna do it the night after, but obviously I was sick, so I'm sorry. I gotta stop rambling. Okay, so for the bassoon, I said it starts off kind of like adagio, ominous. I don't, yeah, ominous and quiet, speeds up a little bit in the middle and gets more enthusiastic and energetic and still has an ominous feel. After the break, it is staccato and feels happier. And I said the performer was getting jiggy with it, doing a little dance. I thought that was really funny and like cute. Okay. And then there's another break, and it kind of decrescendos a whole lot, and or it slows down a lot, and it's ominous again. And then there's another break, and it speeds up. So that's what I had for the bassoon. For the flute, I think this was the lady that wore the red sparkly top. I really liked the top. I said I really liked the background tracking. It had a good beat going on, and kind of like a good feel. But whenever she started playing the flute, it was slow and ominous. And I said it felt like a song I would hear in an action-packed movie such as Jumanji or like a dystopian type movie. That was just my interpretation of it. So for the saxophone and the oboe, I said starts off adagio and sad-ish, gets high-pitched, probably representing the tragedy that happened and the grieving that went along with it. I know they said for this one, it had, I think it was like written for the victims of the families of 9/11. So that's what I kind of interpreted it as. I'm not exactly sure if that's correct, but that's what I felt like when I was listening. And then I said it slows back down to how it was in the beginning. So the middle was kind of like, it felt like very tragic. So the oboe, I said first piece starts off slow and it gets faster, gets slower, gets faster. It kind of contrasted a lot. The second piece sounds like what I would hear when I think of fairies in the woods, but not a good fairy, an evil fairy in the dark woods with big weeping willows and scary owls. I know she said this is what you'd hear at a funeral, but I get fairy giving very much Halloween or horror movies with the ghosts like Halloween Town pumpkin heads floating. Sorry, that was a lot to take in. But obviously I felt like it was kind of spooky. So, for this saxophone, I said, like he said, it does sound like it's kind of made up, but it doesn't sound bad. It's just not what we're used to. It was just very chaotic for the improvisations. And I honestly had never heard anything like that before, so I thought it was really cool. And then for the last piece, I said, sounds nice and angelic, very pleasing to the ears. Second piece, the contrast was very fast, more upbeat, still happy-ish, but sounds like someone in a rush to do something. So those are all the notes I took. And then let me get to the other parts of. So what I saw at the concert, the performers were very focused. I was surprised that they didn't perform together. I was expecting them to. and then they didn't. So that was a major shock to me. It I appreciated it. It was great. I loved it. But I did not know that they were going to do it individually. So I said they looked like they had fun with it. They weren't like too uptight. Some of them were dancing and they were getting into it. And they were professional, but you could just the right amount of professional that you could tell they enjoy what they do, but they weren't like really uptight. And about the event for question 4, I said I was surprised that they weren't all playing together. Oh, I already said that. One thing that I noticed that bothered me a lot was the amount of people that left after the first, second, and third performances, just because I guess they thought, like, oh, I've been here, I can go ahead and leave, like, I have something to talk about, which obviously is not true because, like, you have to talk about the whole concert, so I don't know what their logic was in that, but I just thought that was incredibly disrespectful and rude to their performers, so, I enjoyed it. I brought my sister with me, so, this is what I said for question 5 too. I said I enjoyed the event a lot. I brought my sister with me. She actually took the class last year, but she was in the honor section. So her class was a lot smaller, and she said she was pulling out language and vocabulary she hadn't thought about in a while. And it was just a fun little relaxing evening for us. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm sorry if that was all over the place. I'm not really good at these videos, but I hope I got some good points across. So, thank you for watching. I know it's been long.